Paula Vennells today arrived at the inquiry into the post office abuse, weeping, saying there was no conspiracy by the post office to hide information. She's been too trusting. It's like somebody trying to look for a weakness in one of those ridiculous questionnaires, saying, "I'm too honest." I don't believe it. I'm too vindictive. I'm too manipulative. I'm too evil. She did probe. She did ask questions, but probably the wrong people. I think she asked her husband, didn't she? I think she was probing her husband, asking questions from her husband, asking her husband to manage the computer problems, to devise new phraseology to describe the computing problems. She said, "I have no sense that there was any conspiracy at all. My deep sorrow is this, in that I think that individuals, myself included, made mistakes, didn't see things, didn't hear things. I have more questions now, but conspiracy feels too far-fetched." She said that colleagues had sometimes criticized her for being too curious. How can she possibly be too curious if she did not probe enough, if she was too trusting? Too curious and too trusting. I think she's got too many superlatives, and none of them fit. 900 post office branch managers, postmasters and postmistresses were convicted in cases over which she was controlling. And she didn't ask the right questions. And she was too curious. Too curious about what? 700 of those prosecutions were prosecuted by the post office itself. She began her first 3 days of evidence. I must say, I'm quite looking forward to this because I'm going to be in London tomorrow. And I might try and arrive early enough to see her arrive and look sheepish, because I've got to go to the Royal Courts of Justice too, and then I've got some meetings in the afternoon. I'm highly enthusiastic about this opportunity. Jason Beer, KC, pressed Vennells on why she'd insisted in a meeting with MPs that every case taken to prosecution that involves the Horizon software thus far has found in favour of the post office. That's not true! That's not true. Not only is she too curious and too trusting, she's too blinkered and too stupid to be able to see reality. Oh, and then she gets a hanky out and cries, "Oh, pity me!" No, the problem is, the focus is not on Paula Vennells. "Oh, I'm crying. Have pity on me. Oh, I'm sorry." The focus is on the people who she has punished, who she has victimized, some of whom have died. So get your hanky out and cry, but do it in secret. Do it where no one can see you, where you're actually told to pray, because prayers would be very, very efficacious now, because your testimony and your tears are pointless. Sorry, I got a bit excited over that. Anyway, the teary moment. The post office knew that. I completely accept it. Personally, I didn't know that, and I'm incredibly sorry that happened to those people. I'm incredibly sorry about what happened to those people and to so many others. No, she's sorry she got caught. She's sorry she was in charge at that moment. She's sorry she didn't do enough to sort it out. She's sorry she was indolent. She's sorry she was useless. She's sorry she was deceitful. She's not sorry for these people. If she was sorry for these people, she would have done something while she had the power to change things. She's not sorry. This mealy-mouthed misery, and it's really shocking. Really shocking. And Dame Moya Green seemed to suggest that Vennells knew about the problems with Horizon. And I think in the end, Green's testimony is going to overpower what Vennell's is saying. Vennell said the process is taking too long. The toll on everyone affected is dreadful. And Green said, apparently, I think you knew. That's not the case. Oh, let me get my hanky. Oh, where's my hanky gone? It's sodden. Pre-stained. Crocodile tears.